Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative Live. How are you guys? We've got 8 people and 8 likes on the video. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out today. Hopefully we can get some cool questions answered and do some free readings today, because it is our free reading guaranteed free question mosh pit. Maybe not guaranteed that you'll get your question answered, but guaranteed that you'll have an opportunity to get your question answered today. And it might take a minute for people to trickle on in. This is the new channel. If you're new here, normally I would have these live streams over on my old channel, but it was killing that channel, so I decided to move them off channel to a new channel. Can I say channel one more time? So I hope you guys are doing well. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Cheyenne. How are you ladies today? That's all I see here so far. So we might take a minute to wait for everyone to come in. But I think while we are waiting, we might as well. Katie R., hello. How are you? Joyful Journey is here. How are you? All right, so we may take a minute just to draw a free card or a card for each of you, just as a message, or if you had something in mind that you wanted to know about. This is the numerology deck, so it'll have a number and then a word for you to ruminate on or meditate on, or, I don't know, offer as guidance. Hello, Wendy, how are you? All right. So if you would like a card, there are only 5 of us here, it looks like, and I think almost everyone's checked on in already. Michelle Lynn is here. Hi. And today we are doing, if we get enough of them, what we're going to be doing is we'll do 2 donation readings and then a free question mosh pit, free reading, and then 2 donation readings and then a free question. I anticipate that this live will probably be a little shorter than my regular Saturday 4-hour show. So we'll just kind of go until we can't go no mo. Hey, Burma, how are you? All right, so we've got 9 people now. But all of your donations, I do want to say, if you're new here, all your donations do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019, and she's still living in a little camper. This is her 2nd winter in that camper in Montana, and it's just not a good living situation for her. So we're hoping, my brother and I, hoping to get her out of that camper and into a house on her property. Hopefully we will be able to build and furnish her house this year, hopefully. But all of your donations do go to help us accomplish that goal, so thank you so much. And if you would like instead to book a personal reading, all of those monies also go to help my mom. So who wants a card? Who wants a card? XF, you are here. I think that's how we pronounce that, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so if you want a card, put in 1111 in the chat, and I will draw a card for you. All right, so we got some card. Please, me, please, me, please. Okay. All right, we'll start with Cheyenne. That's the first one I see here. So we've got parenting, the number 63. So that's a 9, the end of one cycle going into another. Even if you aren't a parent, this could be your own parents or something to do with your own parents. All right. So who do we have next? We've got Katie R. up next. All right, there it is. We've got parenting as well. So 63, end of the cycle. And if you are not a parent, this could just be pertaining to your own parentage. All right. That card keeps coming out. Okay, next up, we've got Wendy. Right, card for Wendy. We've got here self-discipline with the number 41 that adds up to a 5. So you may be changing some habits or making some changes in your life that require more self-discipline from you. All right. Next up for Joyful Journey. All right, we've got financial discipline. It's all about the discipline. It is a full moon, which we'll kind of talk about that too. We've got the number 48 here, which adds up to a 12, which adds up to a 3. So maybe some creative solutions with your finances coming up for you, Jen Jane, aka Joyful Journey. Michelle Lynn, we've got self-love. Look at that. Self-love coming in hot with a number 61, which adds up to a 7. Lots of introspection, kind of going into that hermit mode and just really gaining that self-knowledge. Meditation is a great way to be able to tap into that. All right. Next, we have XF. Your card is karmic completion, end of one cycle, ready to start another. Beautiful. Pretty self-explanatory on that one. Vicky Downey would like a card. We've got relationship change. So the number 56, which adds up to an 11. So there is an awakening coming up in your relationships. This doesn't always have to be pertaining to a romantic relationship, although it can be. This just could be the way you're changing yourself is going to start reflecting in the outer dynamic in your personal relationships with people. Hi, my mom is here. Just came to bask in the high vibe energy, and thank everyone for their help and donations and supporting Amanda's channel. I love you all. Oh, we love you too, Mom. All right, let's see. We've got 13 people and 13 likes on the video today. Thank you so much. All right, next we got Burma for Burma's sister. We've got synchronicity with the number 87, which adds up to 15, which adds up to a 6. So unconditional love. There are a lot of synchronicities coming up. Maybe she's seeing the number 87 or 15 or 6 a lot. But there are a lot of synchronistic events taking place in her life right now. So be on the lookout for that because Spirit is sending signs for her, little breadcrumbs. All right, next we got Jen Jane's son. Okay. We've got healing coming up with the number 66 here. You add up the 6. It is a master number, though, so there may be a lot of 66 popping up. We've got healing here. So 66, you add that up to a 12, which adds up to a 3, which is a very creative number as well. So lots of healing coming up there. And I just heard also especially emotional healing, something emotional. All right, anyone else just popping in? If you would like me to draw a card for you, go ahead and put an 1111 in the chat, and we will get into that before we get into our readings for the day. Hey, Jamie Lee, thanks again for your additional donation. Thank you. That's much appreciated. Never expected. All right. We've got Katie R is going to be starting us out. I'm going to get into a couple more of these. I'm just rewriting my list here. We got a donation coming in from Burma. Thank you so much. All right, so this is our current list. So if you were wanting a guaranteed reading today, the list is very small. That might mean that we're not on very long today, or it might mean that we can do some free readings. Let's see. Jamie Lee wants a card. Okay. We've got here love with the number 6 coming in. And I really just heard self-love, but of course, anything from the internal is going to be reflected out in the external world as well. All right. So, Lulu J, good to see you here. Thanks for stopping by. We will get you a card as well. We've got spiritual partnership here. We've got the number 9, which is all about endings as well. So you may be taking any relationships. This doesn't always have to be a partnership with a partner. This could be a close friend, a business partner, something like that, however it pertains to your life. But you really are strengthening and having a more deep spiritual bond with people in your life. Beautiful. All right, Adrian's girlfriend. For Adrian's girlfriend, we've got here time out, time to take a break, time to rest, especially if she's really been working hard and not seeing much result of that. Even if she has been seeing result, sometimes you just need to take a break. That'll help. But we've got here the 37, which adds up to a 10. So end of one cycle, coming into another, which makes sense. Today is the full moon. Lots of 10s coming up, lots of 9s coming up. End of one cycle, going into another. So that's beautiful energy. All right. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome, Jamie Lee. All righty then. Let's go ahead. Thank you, Jen Jane, Joyful Journey. Lots of J's there Thank you for helping me keep everything in line. Although over here on the new channel, it's been pretty mellow. Not gonna lie, it's a little scary thinking, oh my gosh, what did I do? I took all of that awesome activity from my main channel and brought it over here, but I think it's gonna be okay. I'm just trusting spirit that I took the right leap of faith in moving this over, because all the live streams I was doing, 3 a week, was starting to just kill my regular views on my regular content. I don't know if it was just because YouTube quit I don't know, suggesting my videos to people that was just regular videos or what, but I'm actually getting more views over there now than I was getting views with all of my live streams 3 days a week and my 2 regular uploads. So I think I made the right move for my main channel. It's just hoping that a lot of our High Vibe Tribe family followed us over. I don't know that everyone did, but I'm still kind of letting people on the other channel know where to find us from now on. Thank you so much, Joyful Journey. I appreciate that. All right. Yes, that's definitely good enough for 2 people. Thank you so much, Burma. She's so excited for the excuse to take more naps. Yeah, this energy, you guys, has been really intense. There's been a lot of emotional purging coming up since the new moon I noticed on February 11th. Lots of emotional purging or just nostalgia from the past coming up. You know, us examining those woulda, shoulda, couldas. Us maybe just wanting to go back to the past, you know, watch old home movies like I've been doing, rereading old journal entries like I've been doing, and just seeing what that all means for us now, releasing the trauma, the guilt, the hurt from all the things that we've done or have had done to us, and just a lot. It's a lot. So if you feel the need to rest, all of you rest, especially if you're going through some ish right now and have been. You will experience seeing me live. Oh, that's so awesome, Burma. I'm excited to have her here. Dear April, thank you for stopping by. Alrighty. So we've got, let me just copy our list. Not that it's that long, but I don't want to lose anything. I'm going to put X2 behind Burma there so we don't forget that. I don't think I will, but when I'm channeling, I forget a lot of stuff. All right, so I think we're just going to go ahead and get into Katie R's question first. And, oh, the Wi-Fi keeps cutting out. Maybe a sign I need to get off the phone. But wanted to share, oh, so glad to have you here, Luna Refresh. Hopefully you can hear me say, I love you, and I'm so glad you're here. But I'm also very glad that you are taking that necessary time to step away and just live your life and examine what that means for you. Let me pull you a card. I don't know if you can see this, but I pulled everyone else a card that was here that wanted one. So Luna Refresh, let me pull you a numerology card. Hopefully you can see it. All right. We've got here perseverance, number 4. So yes, persevering on those goals or those wishes, desires. You got that support from spirit, from other people in your life. They have your back. You're building a solid foundation. And I just heard also slow and steady. So the things you're planning and dreaming about right now, you're planting those seeds. And very soon you're going to start seeing some benefit of that. Yep, her name is April. Cool. Yes, I always call you Burma, but I don't know if that's your real name. But yes, I saw you had mentioned her name was April. That's awesome. Okay, so Katie R., I think you had posted your question over on PayPal. Sometimes things get like a little bogged down with all my notifications popping in here. But let me try to access the question. It always helps me if you guys have the question ready over here. But either way, I mean, it's not like it's on and popping over here like it used to be on the old channel, but I can still access it, no worries. But if things start picking up, I might ask you guys to post your questions over here just so it's a little easier for me to keep up with everything. All right, so Katie R., just let us know you're still here or that you are here. But I'll read the question. So hello there, my friend Mariah has a lot of anxiety around driving. She feels she had died in a car accident in a past life. Instead of wanting to know any details just yet, she's more or less just wondering Now I got people asking me to do a favor. I can do a favor later, friends. Busy right now. She's more or less wondering if just knowing about a past accident would help her anxiety or make it worse. She's just trying to find a way to make it better because driving is something she has to do a lot of. Thanks. Okay. So speaking from personal experience, not of like knowing that I died in a past car accident, but just there were times when I moved to this city here that I'm in from my hometown, which is a town of about 2,000 people. This city is, I think there's about 80,000 in city limits. So I was a little overwhelmed just driving around. And of course in Montana, sometimes there's snow and ice on the roads, and it's a thing. So my best advice to Mariah would be to just know, and every time that she, steps in, most people, I'm going to assume if she's afraid of a car accident, she would be putting that seatbelt on. So as a ritual, every time I get in the car, because it's something I have to do anyways, put the seatbelt on. What I do is, as I put the seatbelt on, I say, and I envision this white light bubble of protection around my vehicle, and just knowing that my guides and angels have me here. And a lot of times, like especially if she had died in a car accident in a past life, Katie, she maybe doesn't need to experience that again. So that's kind of like a thing that happened, and she doesn't have to experience that again. Not always, but a lot of the times, especially if she had been in a pretty decent car accident in her past in this life, that could just be perpetuating that fear for her. But one other thing I do is I have a big chunk of malachite, about that big, and I just keep it, and it has, of course, the intention to protect my vehicle, not just from wrecks, but from theft, from people keying the car, just any nefarious kind of business that people might have as intention with my car. I haven't had anything, knock on wood, I haven't had anything crazy go on with any car accidents or like people intentionally doing anything to my vehicle since I've had that malachite in there, and it just feels like a talisman. So maybe having her put some sort of talisman in the vehicle that she can know is kind of her intention of, I'm not going out like that again. I want to be safe. That's just, I guess, a little word of advice before we figure this out. Let's go to the Sacred Traveler, because it is a question about being in a car for Mariah. Okay, yeah, this is beautiful. Okay, so yes, we've got here, first and foremost, ascending the mountain. Keep going forward. So I don't see that she is in any imminent danger of anything happening, and just her, putting her intention in and having that protection, not fearing like I'm trying to avoid an accident. Not, wording that intention negatively, but wording it positively, like I am protected, I am safe. Putting those positive intentions, not I will never get in an accident, because Spirit doesn't hear the no, they just hear I will get in an accident. So don't have her phrase it that way. Positive intentions, and have her keep doing what she needs to do without that. I mean, I know when you have the anxiety, it's hard to say, well, just don't be anxious about it. But I think her putting those intentions in place, that's really going to ease her mind a lot. And she may even get in the car without even thinking about, oh, I could potentially attract an accident today. She'll just do her intention, get in the car, and go, and not ever have that cross her mind. After a while, I think it's going to take a bit of time and just knowing that she's safe. But we've got here watching clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. So a lot of times when we feel anxious, even if it's just about one thing in our lives, a lot of times that's because our mind is busy and cluttered, and our lives feel chaotic and cluttered. Having her take a time out, even if she would take like a break from work or just kind of a mini home vacation, like a staycation, would be really good for her to kind of rebalance and reassess things in that like anxiety that we all get, once in a while. But especially if she's finding this anxiety in her day-to-day life all the time surrounding driving. But here we've got finding sanctuary, which really does go with this card about rest and relaxation. It says here, opening to your spiritual source. So she could even go into meditation, Katie. Just put on some meditation music, have her get into a meditation, and just envision that anxiety like mist just dissipating, like a cloud that just kind of separates and moves off of her. that anxiety around driving. She can kind of reprogram her subconscious mind through meditation, through intention, through positive affirmations. Like all of these things together, I think are really going to help her. But again, it's not going to be like an overnight thing where snap of a finger and everything's great. I'm no longer anxious about driving. I think it's going to be a process. But oftentimes when it is a process, it's a longer lasting effect because it was implemented slowly and steadily. So I hope that resonated for her, Katie. And thanks again for your donation. Hello, Jaspreet. Good to see you here. How are you? All right, Burma. All right, so both of you want just whatever spirit wants to come through. Thank you for all the advice. I hope it helps her. I hope it helps her too, because there's nothing worse than having an anxiety over something that we have to, I'm not like we have to do it, but like it would really make our lives easier if we could just do it, you know, without having to worry. For some reason, Burma, my card deck over here is calling to me for your sister's question. Let's see. This is the Power of Surrender cards. I don't know why. This is kind of rare that Spirit does this, but maybe there's a good message in here for your sister. Let me get comfortable again. Sorry, this chair is so squeaky, and I got to tighten the back. It's really loose. Look at that. Oh, thank you so much, XF. Yes, we have a good time here. Today is our more laid back, go with the flow kind of day. Free readings and all that. So, all right. So let's get into April's question first. Then we'll do our first free question mosh pit, and then we will move into Burma's question. Okay. Wow. April. Okay. So I think the one that's really standing out to me most here is this one: surrender fear. So I'll just read it here. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. So especially if she's been going through some things or just, you know, has this kind of overwhelming fear that things just aren't ever going to work out in her favor or whatever's going on, surrendering that to her higher self, to the divine, that's really going to help her move through this and just focus on any solutions that she has in the now moment. Like just, like a lot of times when I'm overwhelmed, like what I'll do is like, I have control right now in this moment. I'm going to do the dishes and clean my kitchen. So at least my kitchen's clean. At least I have control over that and things are going well there. Then we have here surrender to divine timing and pairing that up with the fear of maybe things not working out at the speed she wants, or I should have been so much farther than I am by now. It says here, sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. So yes, that's just surrendering to the present moment. The present moment, I think, is going to be key for her, especially if she has a lot of trouble staying present without wanting to distract herself. Like, Spirit's like, she needs to allow herself to be bored more often. Because a lot of times it feels like when she kind of runs out of things to do, or she's like, what should I do next? It's like she almost gets kind of panicked, like, oh man, I should probably work on this thing on my to-do list, or I should probably do whatever. What Spirit wants her to do is just allow herself to do nothing, allow herself to be bored, allow herself to just be, you know, human being, not human doing, April. That's what I'm hearing. We also have here, surrender the need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right by yielding, not rigid. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. So I'm not sure if she is having a power struggle with someone in her life, or this is resonating. Oh, cool. But there's something going on in her life where it's almost like she's like, I know I'm right about this, and I'm going to let everyone know I'm right about this. But this almost says, she's got kids, says that. Yeah, I think that has to do with children, because this almost feels like a motherly energy kind of down here, like talking to the child, even though this child's a little older here. Not sure the ages of her children, but to me, this just feels like her knowing she's right is one thing, but trying to, like, you know, knock everyone over the head, like, I'm right, just listen to me, just listen to me. It's almost like she's got to let everyone else make their mistakes, and, you know, then they'll come. It's almost like allowing other people to make their own mistakes, then they can come back to her like, yeah, Mom, you were right. Yeah, April, you were right. You know, whoever it is that she's dealing with. I want to get one more. We're going to go over here to the fairy deck. This is always a good one. All right. Anything else for April? Anything April needs to know? We've got a new home coming up here. Moving is a step in the right direction for you. So I don't know if she's recently moved, has been thinking about moving, or really wants to get the heck out of Dodge from wherever it is she's currently at. I feel here that once she makes this move, it is a step in the right direction for her. Even if she's not looking for a new home per se, this just could be shifting the energy in that home. You know, that fear of thinking, well, this place isn't good enough, or things that are going on around there energetically. She can clear that energy and have more available like energy. Like I'm seeing like doing a big clearing, like sage or whatever resonates for her to clear the energy if she's thinking of staying where she's at will really help bring in fresh energy. That's what I'm trying to say. Spirit just keeps saying energy, energy, fresh energy. But yes, on the back of the deck, again, we've got perfect timing. So divine timing, perfect timing. There's something to do with her feeling impatient about something not moving forward quick enough. Maybe it is this move, if that's on her mind, or she's been wanting to move for years but never bit the bullet. I don't know. Yeah, she's not moving. So there's something to do. This could be more energetic, moving energetically, vibrationally, clearing in the house. Yeah, okay. But it says here, this is the right time for you to move forward. So moving forward, I think that's that forward momentum that this is talking about, maybe more than home. But the energy around the home maybe has felt stagnant, or it's just been a while since she's really moved the furniture around and had all that going on. But just her maybe organizing the home and kind of reshuffling the furniture, that'll really get that energy flowing in a whole new way and make it feel revitalized, if that makes sense. So I hope that resonated for April. All right. So put these back. There we go. Okay. So now we will take our first free question of the day in the free question mosh pit. Don't forget to like the video. That's going to help me in the algorithm now that I'm out here in the boonies of YouTube with a little over 100 subscribers once again. That doesn't bother me though. What I really want is just to be able to reach those who I know I'm meant to reach, and I'm just leaving that up to Spirit. So if Spirit needs to mess with the algorithm to bring everyone back that was on the other channel, then so be it. Otherwise, maybe it's just time for me to be on a more like closer knit little community. I don't know. But yes, thanks for all of your likes. That does help me out. So if you have a question you'd like answered for free, oh, thank you so much, Jamie Lee. I see that coming through now. So I will get you on the list. And go ahead and post your questions that you would like answered for free. And what happens is my spirit team, my guides, they help me hone in on one of your questions. Sorry, I got a hair on my keyboard. They help me hone in on one of your questions to answer. So, all right, let me get Jamie Lee. Okay, that's our current list. Okay. Oh, Joyful Journey is doing the exam for the hypnotherapy certification next week. Any suggestion? Let's find out. Spirit, what's going on there? Any suggestions for Jen Jane for hypnotherapy? Whoa. Wow, we've got here creative writing coming out. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. So I don't know. They're really showing me like this is the beginning of something great. And I'm currently rereading the Convoluted Universe series by Dolores Cannon. Currently rereading all those books I've got on my shelf. What I want you to know is, this is what Spirit's showing me. It's like with Dolores Cannon, when she first started out doing her hypnotherapy, you know, she kind of documented a lot of what was going on in her life at the time, how she, you know, morphed what she was doing into what was then later called QHHT. So maybe you just writing out your thoughts, just kind of like almost like you're writing a biography of your life surrounding this and anything else going on in your life also. That actually might years down the road serve you if you ever do want to write a book about your experiences like Dolores had with her experiences in hypnotherapy. So that's a kind of cool suggestion they have for you. What else? Whoa. All right, we've got here nurture. So as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. So hanging out with your son or your children, and just having that one-on-one time, that's really going to help you kind of wind down and feel like, I got this. That's going to really help you, I think. But also your own inner child, especially if test taking is difficult for you or something that gives you a lot of anxiety. That might stem from your childhood, when you were in school as a child. Just holding that inner child's hand through this process of, we're taking a test, it's all going to be just fine. That might help you. Just kind of being your own mother to your inner self. On the back of the deck, we've got career transition. So your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So yes, I think it's going to go well because you get that certification, you're going to be able to conduct these hypnotherapy sessions. So that's really cool. I love that. Awesome, awesome. Well, I wish you the best of luck. I don't think you're going to need it though. But just know that we're all rooting for you, and we can't wait to hear how it all goes for you. All right. So next for Burma, what is your next question, my friend? And then after Burma, we've got Jamie Lee's first question. Take a drink of water while we wait. Yeah, hypnotherapy, like when I first learned about Alba Weinman and Dolores Cannon and all that, I was like, I definitely want to do this someday. And I'm not counting it out. It's just the road kind of took me on another path because at the time I was a photographer, and then that kind of dried up, and then I was just writing and trying to get my young adult series out there that has to do with it's like a paranormal spiritual series that is unlike anything else I've read in any of those genres. I'm still working on it. It's just 2020 really threw me off with the writing, with having everyone home all the time. My writing routine went right out the window, and I'm still trying to find it. It's still not back yet, but I'll get it back. I know it. All right, so for Burma, whatever spirit wants Burma to know, we're going over here. Anything for Burma, anything coming out? Up ahead for Burma, we've got positive expectations. So I think you may have been doing a lot of healing work or just knowing what a great manifester you are. Because a lot of times we think, well, I'm not a manifester. All that happens in my life is this or that, and it's never good. And it's like, well, are you sitting there worrying all day and then these things start happening? It's like you're a manifester. You're manifesting these things by your thoughts and your emotions and even your actions. But you're taking this the other way. You're really putting those positive expectations out there and then taking action. That's the missing link from that movie, The Secret, and that book, The Secret, was taking the action in the direction. You got to take that action or nothing will happen. Or not to say nothing will happen, because stuff still does happen, but you want maximum impact with your expectations. You take action as well. What else wants to come through for Burma? And I think this has to do with your new business venture, just the direction you're going with your life purpose and your spirituality and all of that. Yeah, kick up your heels. Allow yourself to have fun. Yes, we will. We will, Lunar. I know it. Kick up your heels, allow yourself to have fun. And this alicorn, I don't know, the winged Pegasus, is that an alicorn? I don't remember. But that is just, they're out in nature. They're enjoying nature. I don't know if you can go somewhere where there's a river, ocean, lakes. Being near the water, I think, is very important to you. Even if you're not physically in the water or wanting to immerse yourself in the water, I think you just being near the water really calms you down, makes you feel rejuvenated, and then after the calm, you kind of get real pumped up, ready to create something beautiful in your life. So maybe going down to the river or the lake or the ocean, wherever is nearest to you. I'm sure most people, unless you're in the middle of the desert, have at least a creek or something nearby that you can go sit next to and do some positive affirmations, some journaling. That might be something. I know it's probably not like high time right now with the weather where you're at, possibly. But as it warms up and becomes spring and becomes summer, this just might be something that you can do to really ground yourself and ground your dreams into reality as well. Yes, absolutely. Even the rain, the thunder, the lightning. I don't know. Well, I don't know if that's your favorite kind of weather, but I'm getting that vibe with you. Where did that go? There it is. Where when there's a thunderstorm rolling in, it's like it electrifies you in such a positive, beautiful way. We also have inner child coming out. So maybe there is some inner child work that's coming up or that you've been working with and dealing with. And I almost think this could be Scott's stuff because you were much younger then. Weren't we all, right? But, you know, I think I consider people like under 30 still, and I think it's like not till age 27 that the brain is fully like an adult or completely developed. So almost to me, it's like anything that happens under age 27, we're still very much in that inner child state in some capacity. So just really doing any healing that's coming up for you. I don't think you're going to have to work too hard. It's just going to be right close to the surface for you to work through it. You got to feel it, to heal it, to deal with it, to release it. I think we've kind of already hit that nail on the head in recent stuff. Yeah, early 20s or late 20s. Yeah, so that makes a lot of sense. So you were just kind of coming out of that inner child into adulthood phase. But on the back of the deck, problem resolved. So there is any problems that have been going on in your life, things I always call problems opportunities. But any opportunities that have arisen for you lately, they are resolving now. And there is this snake here, which I always think represents healing. And she's wearing butterfly wings, which is about transformation. So you're healing and you're going through a transformation as a result of this healing. You're bringing more of your higher self online. You're just really stepping into who it is you're meant to be here on this planet. And you're really gaining more of your power, a higher perspective. You're done playing small. You're done listening to what a bunch of other people are doing, the woulda, coulda, shouldas of life, and you're just taking it in a whole new direction. Yes, learning lessons. Yes, absolutely. So I hope that resonated for you. But on the back of the deck, look what we got when I put it all away. Creative expression, which you've been doing. I think that mural that you were painting was very healing for you to be able to express yourself in a beautiful way. And, oh, wow, I'm just putting it together now, too, with the water. That water was so mesmerizing and beautiful. So it's no wonder you're tied to the water. I could probably almost feel it or tell just by looking at that beautiful mural that you created. And this is to say, don't stop. Keep creating beautiful stuff, even if it's not on that scale. Buying some canvases and painting on that. Maybe even possibly gifting these to people because you're actually infusing your art with codes of healing and awakening for others. Don't know if you knew that, but that's what you're doing on at least your higher self kind of level. So it would actually benefit a lot more people than just you for you to be creative. So that's beautiful. Right, born right by the ocean. That's so cool. I love the ocean. I don't live near it, but the few times I've been there, it's just like this healing. Oh, it's just something I can't even put into words comes over me. Hey, speaking of gift, can't wait for you to get it. Yeah, I'm excited. Thanks again. That's so kind of you. Absolutely. So we've got one coming in. We've got yes or no or a single card pull from Vicky Downey. I do give my stuff to people. Then keep on keeping on. You're already doing it. You're already living that goal. So that's beautiful. And then we add Vicky. Right. So Jamie Lee is ready with her first question. Argued with a lot today, or Alloy. Is that a name? Or I wanted to end things so we didn't speak, but he reached out. Does he have genuine intentions, and should I try to work things out with him? Feel like Our RS is going nowhere. Relationship, is that what you're saying? Let's see. So you argued with someone today. You didn't want to end things. Wait, I wanted to end things, so we didn't speak, but he reached out. Does he have genuine intentions, and should I try to work things out? Okay, in name. Okay, Aloy. Okay. All right. What are Aloy's intentions about this relationship? Are they genuine? And should Jamie Lee try to work things out with him? What do we need to know? Let us know all the things. Okay, wow. So we've got here, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And I think that's what he was doing. He really does want to reconnect with you on that beautiful level that maybe you once had, or that you knew and he knew you had the potential to reach, but maybe never quite reached. However it resonates for you, Jamie Lee. But express your love. Make the romantic gesture if you feel that way anymore. Of course, sometimes we fall out of love, and that's perfectly fine too. We got what we needed out of the relationship, not in a selfish way, but like in a soul contract kind of way. And sometimes the end is the end, and that's okay too. But we have here children. I don't know if you have children or he has children or you have children together. Like, I don't know your life situation. But it says here children, your love life is being affected by children. And we also have some dogs here, so it could be referring to fur babies or dogs. I'm not sure. However this resonates, this could also resonate as like an inner child wound that is triggered because of the dynamic with you and him. But we have here, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And when this card comes out, I always am really seeing that someone's trying to offer you something. And I almost feel like in this case, this is your higher self trying to offer you more love for yourself. That self-love that is so elusive for many people. Maybe you are even loving your own inner child through this stress of whatever the situation is. Now, no children. Yeah, this is very inner child, I think. And it's almost like your higher self is treating you like the higher self is like the mother over you, really trying to nurture that inner child for you as you go through the healing that needs to be done here, because we have here, release your ex. The time has come to clear energy. So to me, this is referring not only to him, but also past exes, all the way back till your first crush kind of vibe. Just doing a lot of healing in that area. This doesn't mean release him for good and all, because this here is saying to express your love more. If that resonates, if you want to make this thing a reality moving forward, releasing, doing that healing will actually bring the two of you closer together. Even though it seems counterintuitive, I'm releasing you, but it's kind of like that saying, if you let something go and it comes back, it's yours, that's how you know it was meant for you. That's what I'm getting from that. Let's see what we've got here in the cards from the Lover's Oracle. Any messages that he has for you, anything about his intentions, what he would like to say to you, anything coming out from him to Jamie Lee. We've got here playfulness. Yeah, and maybe that's also kind of the vibe of that children card. You know, having that childlike sense of wonder, being very playful with each other again. Beautiful, because both dogs and children love to play. So playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. There's that word heal again. Release, to clear that energy and heal the connection you once had so you can create something new. I definitely know that's what he wants. He wants something new with you, a new connection that's more fun, lighthearted, not so weighed down by past transgressions that you or he have had with each other. You're really working through that to actually make a new, beautiful, stable connection, one of beautiful playfulness and joy, because he is your soulmate. You got the soulmate card. I mean, of course, we have more than one soulmate, but he's one of many here for you, Jamie Lee. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will physically manifest. So if it's hard for you to currently at this time talk to him face to face, maybe you can go into meditation and talk to his higher self. Sometimes that is a way you can really do some major healing, is to kind of cut the middleman out, go right to the higher self. And as a result of you doing that, it's almost like you're creating an awakening within his physical body, in his 3D mentality here, to heal himself from his past with you, from his past with others. All of this combined together is really going to help the two of you, be able to express your loves in a healthier way with each other. So I hope that resonated. Again, use your own intuition, Jamie Lee. If you don't want to go back together with him, that's totally your prerogative. But I have a feeling if you do that healing, that'll trigger him to do the healing. And then moving forward, your connection will be much stronger. And it's like you guys have grown up. It's almost like you've gone from these kind of more immature children to these adults who can love each other in a more healthy way, if that makes sense. All right, so I hope that resonated for you, Jamie Lee. Oh my God, yes, we need healing. We've been avoiding a lot of past hurt in the relationship. Yeah, and once you can both kind of face that elephant in the room, it's going to be on and popping for a whole new beginning, a whole new beautiful connection for the two of you. It's simple, but it's not going to be easy. So, taking it day by day, minute by minute, not rushing back into this connection once again, but maybe just taking it very slow, getting back to each other and letting him know, hey, I'm doing this healing. Maybe you try to do some healing, and when we come back together to have a conversation, things might be much better. But on the back of the deck, as I put everything away, past life relationship. So this almost has this element of kind of karma going on, but I'm not going to just call him a karmic relationship. I just feel like you guys signed up to go through this battle, this breakup, these traumas and problems that you've had with each other, so you could heal something from the past life, a past life that you had together, or maybe even many past lives together, to create something new and healthy in this life. Even if the before part, because this, to me, anything that's happened before now could be considered past life. So this could even be considering things in this incarnation as well that have transpired, that you're moving through, you're healing from, you've paid that karmic debt, if that resonates for you, and you're moving on to something more passionate, more connected. So I hope that resonated. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. Absolutely. So for your second question, Jamie Lee, go ahead and post your second question. And then right after that, we are going to be getting into the free question mosh pit once again. Right. Thank you again. Popping off. Love you, Amanda. Keep up. Oh, sorry, Burma, if I missed you, but it was good to see you today. All right. We've got a donation from Adrian. All right. I will put you on the list right after Vicky here. So we got Jamie Lee's next question, and then we got Vicky. And Adrian. I'll spell it right this time, Adrian. I realized last time I spelled it wrong. There we go. All right. Is Kenneth planning to reach out, or is he still indecisive about commitments? He's so hard to understand, and I don't know what I should do. I still have feelings for him. Okay, Kenneth. All right. Let's get into the tarot for this one. Is Kenneth planning to reach out to Jamie Lee, or is he indecisive about the commitment? Just let us know all the things. It's so hard to understand. Okay. Yeah, we've got the Fool, but this is in reverse. So he is playing, because this Fool, when it's very carefree, very open with its energy, very, lighthearted, ready to extend a hand to just anyone. And it's in this depiction here is offering some sort of gem or crystal out to whoever wants to take it. But this is in reverse. So it's like he's holding everything in. He's playing his cards close to the chest. He doesn't want to let anyone in right now. I think this has to do with some healing he's doing just in his own personal life. With the Eight of Cups on the back of the deck, this is probably something that emotionally was very hard for him to go through. I don't know if this is talking about your relationship with him or just stuff from his past that he's leaving behind. I don't know if he was, this feels like it maybe even an addiction of some sort. I don't know if it was drugs or alcohol or something like that, but he's leaving behind something he was once very hooked on or very connected to. It could even have been a relationship he was addicted to, but it wasn't healthy for him in the way he was operating within the relationship or the addiction or whatever it was. But he's recently, very recently, and even in the kind of recent past, like up from about now all the way back to about November 2020, he's been really releasing stuff, healing from things, trying to figure out what direction to go from here. Hi, Blue Fairy Light, how are you? But let's just see if he has planning to reach out to you or indecisive about commitment. Yeah, we got the indecisive card for your question. He's still very indecisive. I don't think he knows what he wants right now. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that he's now kind of in a new, he's seeing things from a really weird perspective, but he's very indecisive. He is walking away. Oh, you think it's his first relationship? Yeah, he might just be emotionally completely detaching from that. I'm not sure if he's actually putting in that healing work yet, though. I'm not seeing that quite yet. But he has walked away from it, and he's still maybe very bitter about it. But this indecisiveness may be continuing for a while. Because look at this guy. He's just like, which one do I choose? But right here, I'm really being drawn to the snake. And of course, to me, snakes represent healing, shedding of old skin, just moving on from what's no longer serving. And this snake is moving off, almost like kind of off the card here. Like it's going forward. It's leaving all this in the past. But here, we've also got a bat wing. And bats, I cannot remember quite exactly what they represent. I recently had a dream about a bat. It might have to do with new creative endeavors, but I know there's more meaning to it. So Jamie Lee, your homework is to look up the bat spirit animal, bat symbology, because I think you're going to get additional guidance around his indecisiveness and what you might expect from him. So that's a little bit of homework for you. But so far, nothing has come out really that says he's going to reach out to you. But on the back of the deck, we do, and I love this card. It's so beautiful. The Three of Cups, which is all about celebrating. Getting together with friends, just having a good time. So there may be coming up an opportunity for, I don't know if you guys have mutual friends. Okay, so there you are. Thank you so much, Blue Fairy Light. We will get you on the list as well. Coming up, there's going to be an opportunity, I think, for you to hang around him. I don't think this is something you guys have planned, like one-on-one, let's hang out together, but maybe you run into him somewhere, or if you have mutual friends, this could even be taken, because they are looking up at the stars. To me, this is like dusk kind of time, twilight time. Maybe this is you guys meeting up in your dream state even, and doing some healing and some reconciliation within the dream state. Let me add Blue Fairy Light here real quick. I don't want to forget that. Stand by. I'm coming right back to your question, Jamie Lee. Just take that one off the list there. Add. There. Homework done. Okay. So there will be an opportunity. I'm not sure, again, if you have mutual friends or not, but this could be you meeting in the astral realm. Let's just see if there is an opportunity for reconciliation. Anything we need to know? Well, we've got Five of Pentacles, which is that feeling of being left out in the cold, which that might be where you're at right now with him. Just, with his indecisiveness, you just feel like there's nothing you can do to get through to him. But look, all she has to do is lift her head up. There's the key that goes right in that lock. She could easily open that door and be free of this kind of mental turmoil. And I normally don't see mental turmoil with a Pentacles energy, but I am actually seeing that with this card in your, area, in what you've got going on. And this is more your energy. He's just indecisive. This is you wondering, should I reach out to him? Should I not? What should I do next? Like your next steps. That's what I feel for that. Yeah, donation list is still open, and there's not much of a wait today. That's for sure. All right. Let's get one more. All right. We've got the Page of Pentacles. Okay, this is beautiful energy. So this is someone wanting to build something on a more solid foundation too. And this person feels very creative. They are by themselves, which normally the page is depicted by themselves anyway, so I'm not giving that extra weight. But I am seeing, though, that you spending some time just kind of making plans. I just heard from that Moonology deck, your plans need a practical plan, which is that Taurus energy in this deck here. So any plans you have for the future, moving toward him, releasing him, whatever it is you plan to do, write these things down. Just try to get a practical plan for your life in general, your career, your work, your personal stuff, personal development. That's really going to help put you on a trajectory where you're really self-focused. And that might really look attractive to Kenneth, because he'll be like, oh, what's going on over there? it is time to release negativity. And I think you pair that up with this Five of Pentacles, feeling that lack in your life, releasing kind of the similar information you got with Aloy or whatever his name was, doing the same, just clearing the decks on all past love relationships, unrequited loves, all of that that's gone on in your life. That's really going to help you move forward. And I think coming up now through May, you're just going to be very self-focused. Not self-centered, but self-focused. Just focused on leveling yourself up, becoming your highest, greatest version. That's not to say you're not interacting with other people or you're, spiting other people or anything like that. This just feels like you're taking the necessary steps and time to really, just go within and really figure out what it is you want, who it is you want to be, all of that. So that's beautiful. All right, we've got your awesome donation. Thank you so much, Stardust. I will get you on my list here. Love your guys' names. Stardust, Blue Fairy Light. So cool. All right. Now we are opening the free question mosh pit. So if you would like a question answered for free, go ahead and post it in the chat one time. And my guides will help me intuitively select one of your questions. And we will get right into it. And then after we come back from that, we've got Vicki Downey's one card pull or yes or no question. And then we've got Adrian. All right, I'm going to take another drink of my water. So go ahead and post your free questions. Give you guys a minute. Hope you're having a beautiful Saturday, beautiful full moon day. This would be a great day for all of you to go ahead and release anything that's not serving you. Even have a good cry if you feel that's close to the surface. Allow yourself to just purge out all the emotions. That's a good way to keep moving forward. All right. Oh, Neelam, I'm being directed to your question here. I enrolled in an inner child healing program. Will it help me heal? I'm anxious about this. It would be great if you could help in this. Absolutely. Let's see what we got. All right. We're going over here. That's where we're going. And I got one more deck I want to grab too. All right. For Neelam, this inner child healing program, will this help Neelam? Okay. Wow, we've got dietary change here. Improve your diet and your life will also improve. I'm actually being really drawn into this grandmother energy, and I'm almost feeling like this is you. I don't know if you were really close to your grandmother when you were younger, like a child, kind of coming up into your age 12 or so is about the age I'm seeing this girl here. I don't know if your grandmother had any kind of influence on your life or you miss her or if she's even still alive. Like, I'm not sure the whole status on that. But maybe just the dietary things, like the foods that your grandmother used to make felt really nourishing to you. There's something to do with your grandmother or maybe even your ancestors and your inner child. But I absolutely think that is going to help you. Pairing that up with just making any necessary dietary changes you need to make, like eating healthier, getting more water, getting more rest even. I think all of that combined is really going to help you. And that's going to help you get the maximum benefit out of that childhood or that inner child healing program. I think you really will. You miss her food though? Oh. All right. Anything else for Neelam? And I want to grab one more. We have here, let go. As you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires. And look, the child is in the nest. Look at that. It's almost like this bird spirit guide here. Look up the symbology of the robin. That bird, I think, is trying to reach out to you as far as healing goes, this inner child. Maybe as a child, I'm not sure in your location. Robins, I don't know that they are everywhere in the world. But maybe if you had these around as a child, you really were attracted to those, or something to do with your grandmother loving birds. I'm not sure. But there is this need to release some trauma that had happened in your childhood, and I think this program is absolutely going to help you move through that for sure. All right. Hey, D2. Oh, you were at the hospital. Hope everything's okay. All right. So we've got here, surrender to what is, Neelam. So it says, flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accept it exactly as it is. It will bring you peace. So you are actually taking action with this inner child program, and that is what it is. I mean, the things that had happened in your past, they happened. It is what it is. But you are learning to surrender to the notion that, yes, it is what it is. I'm actually who I am as a result of the things that happened when I was a child. And that's going to help you move through this too. But this inner child program does feel like a really good fit for you. Something you can really do, use to heal from that, anything that had transpired in your childhood. Very good move on your part enrolling in that program. So I hope that resonated, Neelam. All right. So next up, we've got Vicky Downey's question. My list up here. All right, we're working our way through. Gosh, it's going to be good for me, I guess. Absolutely. Any direction you guys are taking in the direction of, or any steps you're taking in the direction of healing is going to be of utmost benefit, not just in the most obvious areas of life, but in all areas of life. It's such a beautiful thing when we can take our traumas and our pains and our wounds from the past by the reins and saying, I'm going to face this now. I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to do what I can to overcome this. And I'm going to use this to become, like, integrated in my life as a superpower. So yes, beautiful. All right. So Vicky says, will I receive a new job offer in early March? Awesome. Let's find out from the angel answers for Vicky. One's already coming out. We've got here, not the right time. Ask for help from others. Just get one more though, because I wasn't fully ready for that to all flop out. So yeah, okay. This is what I'm seeing for you, Vicky. So this may not be the right time for you. It might just be slightly later, more toward mid-March or the end of March. But there are people in your life that can really direct you in a direction that's going to be more beneficial for you. So I don't know if you had a particular job in mind, or you had already put your applications out there ready to hear from other people, or what's going on. But being assertive, this is you taking action in the direction of whatever job you're going after. So if you haven't sent out those applications, this would be a good move. Send those applications out. Follow up if you haven't heard for a while, because that lets people know you're serious about this and they can probably count on you to be responsible. But there is this element of being assertive and letting others, in this job realm know where you stand with getting a job. But it may not be early March. It may be, closer to mid-March or the end of March before you really hear, especially if you haven't really started the job search yet. Once you're really in the thick of that and letting people know, hey, I'm serious about a job, letting the universe know you're serious by applying different places and getting word out that you're looking, that'll really help you find the right place for you to be at this time. So I hope that resonated, and you're so welcome. All right, Adrian, it is your turn, and then we will get into the free question mosh pit once again. So Adrian. I did my first spiritual cleaning a few weeks ago, and now I've been seeing shadow figure cats out of the corner of my eye. Can Spirit tell me if I'm imagining things or if it's an ineffective ritual? Okay. A lot of times, like when I see spirit, like animals, to me that makes me feel comforted. I don't know if it's just me, but I know Lunar has experience with this as well. I don't really see like spirit cats as anything other than spirit protectors. To me, they are part of my protection team. A nod to my Lyran roots. I always say that wrong. Lyran roots. I just feel very protected when I see them. I don't think it's at all just your imagination or anything like that. I think this is you being actually able to see more of your spirit team, spirit guidance. I don't think these are nefarious entities in any way or meant to do you harm or anything that you conjured up by doing this cleansing. I think you doing the cleansing cleared out some things that maybe you couldn't see. But since you've done that, now the vibration is higher to where you can actually see, the cats, the spirit entities there. But it says here, don't stop. So don't stop doing what you're doing. If you ever feel again you need to do more cleaning, cleansing, do that. But this is Spirit's advice to you. Just don't stop, because you're on a new path spiritually where you're tapping more into your own spiritual gifts. Let's get a message from the Archangels. I'm feeling Archangel Metatron is working with you as well, Adrian. I don't know if that resonates, but you can look up Metatron. But we've got here also nurture, Archangel Gabriel. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. So I don't even know, Adrian, if you had a cat as a child that, of course, passed away later years, that is with you. That's what this feels like. It's either a spirit guide or a pet that you had in this life that just wants to be near you and be in your energy. What else does Adrian need to know? Whoa. We've got leadership here. Wow, 2 cards with Archangel Gabriel. So Archangel Metatron and Archangel Gabriel are both really close to you right now. And when Archangel Gabriel's around, it's usually because you have something to say, either through writing or speaking. Archangel Gabriel is that messenger angel. So however that resonates for you, there's a message of yours that needs to come out. With this nurture card, this is you nurturing that inner child. As a result of you doing that mothering, fathering for your inner child, you're stepping into your role of a leader. It says here, it is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. Because what you've been through in your life, what you know in on a soul level, you are someone here who can actually benefit others with that information that you have from your higher self. So I hope that resonated for you. I don't think there's anything for you to be concerned or worried about. It all feels very supportive, very loving kind of energy. But again, use your own intuition. If you feel like I don't want to see these things or whatever, you can always talk to your own guides and angels and just let them know, I don't want to see this stuff. You can support me, but I just don't want to see you. And they will back off a little bit from your sight, your vision. But especially if you look right at whatever's going on and it disappears, that should be validation for you that you were not making things up. Because a lot of times when it's like our peripheral vision kind of can see beyond this dimension just slightly, but our front vision, what do you call that? I don't know. The vision where you're focused, you can't really see past this dimension unless you are very spiritually tapped in. All right, so up now we have our free question mosh pit. So go ahead and post your question one time in the chat and I will, with the help of my guides, intuitively select one of your questions. And right after that, we'll get into Blue Fairy Light's question and then Stardust question. Post my list here again. All right. You don't know how your living cat feels though? Yeah. And cats, dogs, like our pets, they can really sense that stuff. And a lot of times it's almost to me like a lot of times they can, like my old cat used to play with the spirit cats. So I think they have almost like a telepathic communication with these spirit cats that they can actually let the cat know, hey, I'm not here to harm anyone. I'm just checking on in. Something like that. So you can just put that intention out there that they don't disturb your cat. Okay. All right. Robin Stinson wants to know what is their spirit animal. Let's find out for Robin. All right. Let's give these a good shuffle. What is Robin's spirit animal, or what spirit animal wants to come through for Robin today? We've got the rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. Beautiful. And you've got the number 49 there, which adds up to a 13, which adds up to a 4. So this is as with support from your higher self. It's, to me, feels like your higher self is stepping more online, but you're really getting the fruits of your labor. You're really getting especially things that felt really stagnant or stuck, or like things haven't really been moving forward much for you in life. Coming up in March, April, May, moving forward, you're going to really feel that momentum gaining, and like things are really picking up for you. Let's go ahead and grab one from the numerology as well. Ooh. Surrender to the divine. Yeah, that's just one card. I'm like, wait. And today is the full moon, which is beautiful. So today will be a perfect day for you to surrender to the divine. Any worries, any cares that you have, any dreams and desires that you have, release those to the divine. And of course, any goals you have, start writing down steps you can and then taking action in that direction. But you have the support of your guides and angels as you step into a much more lucky time in your life, especially if you felt very unlucky or stuck, or even like the rug has been ripped out from under you. You can call on that rabbit animal spirit. I think you have other animals, spirit animals as well, but the rabbit is really stepping forward at this time. So you can even look up or Google rabbit animal spirit or spirit animal, and that'll give you some additional guidance on what this rabbit spirit is working for you with, or with you for. I hope that resonated, Robin, and you're so welcome. All right, next we've got blue fairy light and then stardust. All right. So go ahead and post your question, blue fairy light. Thanks again, everyone, for all your likes on the video. That helps me with the algorithm now that I'm over here on what I'm calling the boonies of YouTube. They don't know I exist. Because I'm at like 124 subscribers now, I think, over on the new channel, which is a lot of subscribers for a new channel. So I am not at all complaining. It just, every one of your likes helps me with the algorithm just a little bit more and a little bit more. Oh, Pielo is here. Good to see you. I think I said it right that time. I was calling you Philo for the longest time, and you're like, it's this. But I'm glad when you guys correct me. Then I don't continue to make those mistakes. All right. So blue fairy light, are you still here? And once you post your question, we'll get into that. And then after that, we've got stardust, and then another free question mosh pit. Oh, wow, you remembered. Well, thanks. I'm glad you could find us over here on the new channel. I don't think I've seen you over here on the new channel yet, so yay. I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces from my other channels, so yay. And if you're new here and you're like, what other channel? What's she talking about? It's the first thing down in the description. That's my like regular channel, my pick a cards, my intuitive exercises. So if you're wanting to practice your intuition, I have a whole playlist over on my other channel that you can check out in the description box there. I think it's the first thing I have linked, my other channel. I think I've got about 25 or 26 intuitive exercises over there. You can really test your intuition and just see if you can tap into it. And it's more like a lot of the intuition exercises I do over there are more of like an ESP kind of vibe, but you know, it's still fun. It's still fun to try to tap into that. Because as we ascend from a third dimensional reality to a fifth dimensional reality, consciousness-wise, we are going to be communicating with each other on a more telepathic level. So that's why I'm really focusing on those more telepathic kind of intuitions. All right, I am not seeing blue fairy light. Maybe my chat hasn't moved in a minute. So let me just double check here. Oh, you're here, good. Go ahead and post your question. I can even check over here on PayPal if you had posted the question. And then after that, we've got stardust. No question here, just that you're blue fairy light. All right. Let me clear some of my notifications. Hey, Czar, if you're still here, this is hilarious. I got yet another person reaching out to me about John in a roundabout way. This person was wondering if I could let John's mom know that he has a new Facebook because he wasn't sure if she was getting his messages. So the John just don't stop in my life. So funny. Oh, I love it. All right, Blue Fairy Light wanted to ask, will I be able to move into my own apartment by May? All right, let's find out for Blue Fairy Light. Will Blue Fairy Light be able to move into her own apartment by May? Here we are. We got two that want to come out. So we've got, wow, I would say so. It says within the next few weeks and in the near future. So I think you're going to be able to find something by May. Absolutely. And that's still about 2 full months away. So you may be able to find something even sooner than May, but you're saying by May. So I think absolutely, yes, that is very, very supported here. As long as you take that action, remember, anytime you see an apartment come up and you apply or however that works, I haven't rented in almost 20 years, so it's been a while. But just however that process works, the application process or word of mouth, I don't know. Let's get some guidance on you finding this apartment by May. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon, another full moon energy, full moon in Cancer. So this might have had something to do with what happened. If you follow Western astrology, this would have happened in December. If you follow Vedic astrology, this would have happened in January. But something happened in one of those months where you're like, yeah, I got to get the heck out of this place. I got to move. I don't want to be here anymore, wherever it is you're at or were at the time. But coming up for you, a personal issue is reaching resolution. And I think that personal issue is just you being able to find a new place, something that's better suited for your energy and maybe better neighbors, better location, just better energy all around. We've also got, what do you need to release? And a lot of times when we make a move, a physical move to a new location, we can't bring a lot of that past baggage with us. It's almost like you think of it this way. You're moving from one apartment to another or one home to another. And a lot of times you're like, I don't want to bring all these old shoes with me to sit in my pretty new closet. I don't want to bring all these old decrepit furnitures with me to sit in my pretty new place. So a lot of times we'll release some of that, we'll donate it or give it away to another friend or something because we don't want that energy cluttering up our new cool place. You can do that energetically as well, releasing old habits, old patterns, because when you're in a time of change, like making a move to a new place, a lot of times that'll create kind of a ripple effect into the rest of your life, your emotional life, your physical life, mental and spiritual life as well. So you're making a physical move that'll affect the other 3 areas of your life. So as you make this physical move by May, you're also probably going to be releasing some personal things that have been going on in your life and moving through that energy to find some much more refreshing. I just feel like your whole energetic field, Blue Fairy Light, is going to be very revitalized and rejuvenated for you. So I hope that resonated. I'm excited for you. That's going to be a good move for you. No pun intended, but just all areas of life are going to start level up. You're leveling up. So it's beautiful. That's exciting. Awesome. Okay, next up we've got Stardust. And that is the last person on our donation list here. So if you were wondering about something and you wanted a guaranteed question answered, now would be the time. You can either take your chance in the free question mosh pit or you can donate. If that's going to be it for donations, I think what I'm going to do is sign off a little early, go do some self-care, maybe do some laundry, fold some laundry. So if you want a guaranteed question answered, you can go ahead and send that donation. Otherwise, I will be probably checking off a little early today, get some other stuff done. Okay, Stardust says, how is my twin flame Caesar feeling about me right now? We are in no contact, but the journey has been rough for 2 years. Will the situation change or is it really time to let go? I feel I'm at a crossroads. Okay. Let's find out, let's see, first and foremost, as far as the journey, let's just ask, okay, let's ask if it's time to let go then we'll ask if you should continue on that road of the twin flame journey. Okay, so for Stardust, continue on, or wait, I said release and then continue on. So continue on. All right, so it's already pretty clear that you're continuing on this journey. This is not the end of your contact, even if you've been in no contact and things have been rough for 2 years. That's not the end of it. As far as ending the journey, it said here, look for a sign. So the fact you're even asking about this is still weighing on your mind, on your heart. That tells me you're very much ready to continue on this path. But let's find out what he feels about you. And this is the Lover's Oracle. We've got three that came out. They're telling me put it back. Maybe just one too many there. Let's see. Yes, happy snow moon, Dr. Lupo. Are you going live later? Because I can send my audience over. I may be at the end here. This is, I think, the last donation I'm currently working on, and then that's all I've got, unless others are sending donations in. But I can happily send my audience off to your live stream. So let us know what you're doing, what your plans are for today. For Stardust, how is Caesar feeling right now? Ooh. Well, we do have two that want to come out now, right there. So we've got, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. And then we've got here, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. So I think you really are just going to be, taking action with Caesar, but it's going to be as a result of you taking care of yourself. Because what you do for yourself, because it is a twin flame relationship, he's going to feel that and he's going to start doing the same thing. So what Spirit is showing me for you, Stardust, is you starting this healing journey, or you've probably already been on a healing journey where he's concerned. They're telling me to go to the tarot too as well. So on that healing journey that you're on, heal from the relationship you have with him, with others, healing relationships with your parents, your friends, anyone who's out of alignment with where you're headed energetically. Doing any kind of healing in any relationship is going to only help you grow as a person. Doing a new moon thing before the reading. Oh, cool. So you're going to be doing some awesome rituals. That'll be cool. I will be there, I'm sure. Prefer to go on earlier if you end early. Otherwise, we're planning 8. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably going to be done well before that. I've been live an hour and 22 minutes, but that's the last donation I have, unless someone else comes in, and I might just take one more free reading and then pop off, unless we get more donations. I can see you, Niaja. Okay, so for Stardust, we have the Hermit. So this to me feels very healing. This is you just really shining your own light, really feeling into who you are, what it is you're here to do. And as a result, Caesar's going to be doing the same thing. You guys will, though, find each other again. We've got here the Page of Swords. So this is a very fast-moving energy. Once you do that healing, once you really work through the stagnation and the no contact, and you start really tapping into that sense of self-love, Stardust, you're going to probably hear from him. And it's going to be like you're doing all this beautiful inner work and you almost feel like, I got this. I don't need anyone else. I can just be my own person and do my own thing. Maybe even attract a soulmate energy, someone who really is a good fit for you as well. And it's almost like the second you meet this person, Caesar's coming right back into your life. That's how it feels to me. But you have the Fool energy here as well. If you pair that up with the Hermit, this is beautiful energy for your own self-development, your self-growth, taking that very childlike sense of wonder with you into the future. And I know a lot of this stuff here doesn't really say, oh yeah, reconciliation is on the cards. I do feel that, though, as a result of you doing that inner work, that healing, that introspection. You're already on the healing journey. Just felt today the urge to reach out to him, but I'm not sure. A song popped up that he sent me 2 years ago. And sometimes that could be a sign. Remember, you got look for a sign. That could be a sign that maybe now is the time. Maybe what I've been talking about here is just I'm picking up on your past and current energy, that you've already really been on that path. let's just see, as of right now and moving forward, the energy of Caesar and you. Wow, look at that. Passion. It says here, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. There is passion there. And on the back of the deck, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So yes, you really are attracting him back into your life as a result of that healing. And you may actually find that Caesar has done the healing work himself over these past 2 years. We've got here honeymoon, finances and career, and deception popping in. So the deception card, someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. I just think maybe he is going to try to tell you when you do get in contact again that he's done as much healing as you, which I don't feel is true. I think he's done some healing, but not to the extent that you've done. But just you doing your healing is what triggered him into wanting to heal even just a little bit, because he knows he's going to lose you if he doesn't get with the program, I really do feel. But he may really try to act like a totally changed person, and I think that's only half true. So I don't take this deception as anything like nefarious. It's just he doesn't want to lose you again when you do get back into union. But with the honeymoon card here, it says enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So coming up when you do reunite with him, it might be a good idea to just kind of keep others out of your energetic field, especially those who were around when you guys were together in the past. You know, a lot of times like, oh, you're back together, or oh, you're talking to him again. You know, you don't need their vibe. You don't need their input. This is all about you and him. Don't worry about what other people are saying. This could even involve you guys taking a trip together where you can be alone and really discuss your feelings for each other. But finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So I don't know if finances are something you guys fought about before or ever came up as something that, you know, you guys were really struggling with or against. I don't know. On the back of the deck, we got reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. A lot of problem with finances, and he never showed his real heart, but I know him always felt like he's hiding. And that could be part of that deception. It's not that he's purposely trying to deceive you. It's just that feeling of being vulnerable to someone. And he may be able to hide that from others, but you can't hide that from a twin flame. The twin flame can feel that push and pull of the person pulling back and hiding the feelings. The twin flame feels that like it's their own feelings. So you just letting him know, hey, I got your number, bud. I know what you're up to. Just be truthful with me. Just tell me how you're feeling. No one's going to laugh at you. I love you. You're part of me. You're supported. You know, that'll help him, I think. But it's just a matter of you just still maybe doing a little more healing, really working on your own self and your own vibe, because it will bring him back. It will bring him back around, I do feel. So I hope that resonated for you. All right. Put all these away. So I'm going to do one more free mosh pit reading, and if by the time we're done with that we don't have any more donations, I am going to sign off for the day. But if you want a guaranteed reading, you can always send a donation, and all of your lovely donations do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019, and she's still living in a camper, and we want to get her out of that camper before the next winter. And all of your lovely donations and help are going to help her with that, and she appreciates it. I appreciate it like you guys wouldn't believe. So thank you so much. And also, if you guys do book a personal or private reading with me, the email for that is at the very bottom of the description box. All of my money that I make from that also goes to help my mom. So no matter how you're donating or getting money to me, it's all going to her to help her get out of that trailer. For this reading, your lovely. Oh, thank you so much, Stardust. So are you. What you see in me is just a reflection of you. So thank you so much for that. All right. Let's see. Let me scroll back up. Spirit hasn't picked one yet. That's what I wanted to say to him. Oh my God, this is crazy. My words I wanted to send to him with the voice message today. Well, that just might be your validation that now might be the time to go ahead and send that message. Even if he doesn't receive it or respond to you today, he's going to get the memo, so to speak. And it will only be a matter of time before he decides, okay, let me buck up and reach out, you know. So if you do that and don't hear from him today, don't be disheartened about it. in his time. It's a very patient time. I don't know if he's an earth sign. I'm picking up either Taurus or Capricorn, or maybe he's got prominent placements in Taurus or Capricorn, but that's really what I'm feeling with him, is just maybe this sense of stubbornness, or just wanting to be the one that feels like they're in control. So maybe just a little bit of Leo vibes in there as well. All right. Let's see. All right, Deep Shoe. Past life reading. That's where we're going for Deep Shoe. We're going over here to the Starseed Oracle. You're Capricorn, but he's Aries. Okay, yeah, those Rams, they can be stubborn. I am an Aries sun, so I totally know about that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. Alrighty, let's see. It's funny because I'm a Western Taurus, which is supposed to be stubborn, and then I'm a Vedic Aries sun. Deep Shoe, past life stuff for Deep Shoe. We've got here, you're not alone, isolation, physical connection, and community. So to me, this feels like you were a twin in a past life. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. You were a girl and you had a twin sister, like identical twins. You guys were living in a life where you were isolated. I don't know if you guys had some sort of medical issue or something. I almost feel like your mother died in childbirth in that life, and your father was raising you, but it was like you guys had a bunch of other brothers and sisters. So you guys were very young, of course, when your mother passed away. So your father was very protective of the two of you, maybe even isolated you. You guys didn't really have a big education, but you lived a very happy life. I think that you and your sister just continued to live together, like throughout your years. I think you were the one that got married. Your sister never got married, but your sister was like a live-in nanny, best friend, sister that was just part of the family, just like another mom. Very interesting. I love that. Anything else for this past life? Yeah, I'm sorry. Defenselessness, writing past wrongs, and uprooting. There's that mirror image twin energy once again. So there may have been something that happened between you and your sister that you felt. And this sister from the past life, she could be, I'm almost sensing her as a sister in this life, or if you don't have a sister, some sort of cousin or very close friend that's a female in this life. However it resonates for you, Deep Shoe. But this is someone who wants to take care of you, who's very loving and nurturing toward you. They could be older or younger or the same age, however it resonates for you. But defenselessness, writing past wrongs, and uprooting. So you in this life are writing past wrongs for whatever. Oh my God, Amanda, I just had a new something. You're writing past wrongs in this life for something it feels, because she's an Aquarius. Oh, cool. This doesn't feel like anything you purposely did. I think this is the sister feeling like, yes, she was very much involved in your life in that past life, but she feels like because she and you were so close, she missed out on having her own family, her own husband, her own life, because she was so devoted and indebted to you just because of the close connection. But in this life, you're righting that wrong just by, not letting her be such, like, I'm just seeing almost like a barnacle stuck on a ship. Like, you're like trying to tell her to have her own life, be involved with you, but have her own life, is really what I'm seeing. And this could even be someone that you are romantically attracted to in your future. Again, I think you're pretty young. So however this resonates, this just might be someone who you'll be romantically attracted to in the future if you don't know this person already, but you say you kind of have an idea. You just had a new something because she's an Aquarius. So I'm not sure if that is, I'm not sure if this is someone like that's new in your life or what you were saying with that. But however it resonates for you, I'm glad you got some guidance out of it. Oh, you're so welcome, Burma. That's awesome. Yeah, I never know. Oh, your new cousin. Okay, cool. So there probably isn't romantic connection. This could be maybe a future life I'm picking up on. All right. So yeah, no worries, Burma. That's awesome. I'm glad she enjoyed the reading. Whatever spirit has to say, it'll come up. That's for sure. All right. So I think what I will do, I'll give you guys about 3 minutes or so. If anyone wants a guaranteed reading before I sign off, you can go ahead and send a donation. Link is in the description box or on the pinned kind of thing on the chat there. Otherwise, I think I'm going to do a collective reading for all of us. And then when I wrap that up, if we don't have any more donations, I will bid you guys adieu. I will go get some stuff done. So we're going to go over here to the Gateway Oracle. So if you're listening in right now, thanks for your likes on the video. That really helps me out a lot. Later today at some point, Dr. Taryn P. Lupo here in the chat is going to be live doing his lithomancy, which if you haven't checked that out yet, it's basically crystal tarot. It's so fun. It's so cool. So head over to his channel. Maybe he has the link for that handy. I don't know. Hopefully. Otherwise, you can search his name here, Dr. Taryn P. Lupo. Google that here on YouTube. Google it on YouTube. Search it on YouTube, and you'll find his channel. All right. So what do all of us who are listening in right now, what do we need to hear? What do we need to know right now, Spirit, on this full snow moon today? All right. Renewing your life. Radiant vitality is filling my life. So many of you are releasing something today on this full moon. This person is putting that clutter over the ledge there. So maybe some of you are dealing with mental clutter, physical clutter that you're getting rid of over these next 2 weeks, because the kind of moon phases go from full moon to new moon and they last about 2 weeks. So over these next 2 weeks, these may be energies you've already been kind of doing or going through the past couple of days, because a lot of times when a full moon happens or a new moon happens, you can start picking up on the energies of that days before and days after. But clearing that clutter out of your life, reviewing your life, really seeing how far you've come. Some of you need to give yourself more props, more credit for how far you've come on a healing journey or on a creative project, or just how far you've come in life. It's really beautiful. Thanks for the plug, Amanda. We will go on at 6 p.m. Eastern. If you close out early, here is the link. Awesome. So at 6 p.m. Eastern, that will be 4 p.m. Mountain Time. That's about an hour and a half from now, give or take a few minutes. Dr. Taryn P. Lupo will be live over on his channel. I will be there in the chat just hanging out. Hopefully, I will have time to do that, so I'll probably see you guys over there. We also have embarking on an adventure. I savor the wonders of the world. So some of us may not even be leaving our homes to go on this adventure. This feels like a very introspective kind of adventure. We've got pyramids and kind of 7 wonders of the world going on back here. The hot air balloon. And anytime I pull this card, it reminds me of a movie I watched when I was a child. It was The Great Chipmunk Adventure, I think is what it's called. I think it was filmed in like 1987. But for me, that was all about the kids, the chipmunks, going on an adventure. But along the way, they found out about a conspiracy. And they had to keep going because they were on a trip all around the world. So some of you may be actually learning the truth of a situation, because in that movie, the Great Adventure, or the Chipmunks' Great Adventure, in that movie, they were supposed to deliver these little stuffed animal chipmunks all around the world. But little did they know, when they were fighting over one of the little dolls, they ripped it open and diamonds spilled out. So there was like a hidden agenda, a hidden mission. So you guys may be finding out the hidden truth of something. It could be shocking, like in a bad way. It could be shocking in a good way. I'm picking up more that this is inner diamonds spilling out. Nothing crazy. Nothing like out. I mean, of course, the world is crazy. The world has gone crazy. But it's always been that way. So it's just the knowledge that it's crazy is what's new. It's not that the crazy itself is new. And I'm sure those of you, Burma, Dr. Lupo, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about with all the hidden mysteries of our reality that have been suppressed or hidden from us. Or, I still say this a lot. I think that 2021 is going to be the year that finally they let it slip that, yes, they know about aliens and they are among us. I know it. I know it. All right. What else? One more card. Okay, we've got here Soaring into Joy. Childlike wonder fills my life. Yes, so embarking on that adventure, and I was talking about that children's movie with the children, the chipmunks, being more childlike. Wow, there's another balloon symbolism too. Floating up above our problems on earth, floating up, connecting with our inner child and our higher selves to float above any issues going on in this world. That's going to help us really review our lives as well and release what's not serving us. And being in this state of joy is a high vibration. And as a result of that, you're going to start seeing relationships that weren't serving you, situations that weren't serving you, things that weren't serving you, just kind of vibrating right on out of your life as a result of you doing that inner work and being in that higher vibration. It's really beautiful. All right. So I hope that resonated for all of you listening in. Good supportive energy coming in hot. And I still do see such a huge wave of awakening between now and the spring equinox on March 21st. Lots of people are waking up. Lots of people who've been on a spiritual journey are just level up, level up, level up. We're leveling up so that we can actually help more people as they wake up as well. It's big. It's beautiful. Come by for a birthday reading tonight. Oh, whose birthday is it? Did I miss something? I think it's Nyaja's birthday, if I remember right. Oh, for your birthday, it was yesterday on the 26th. Romantic soulmate. If so, could I reach out? He's in Aries. I'm a Pisces. Don't feel obligated. I can get it next time. I'll do you a birthday reading real quick, Nyaja. No worries. So, each one of your romantic soulmates. Let's see. Anything you need to know. Is he a soulmate? Should you reach out? Anything Nyaja needs to know about each. Well, we've got here, make the effort. So yes, reach out. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, especially if you feel very spiritually guided and think he's a soulmate. Definitely take that step. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So getting to know each other, making that effort, that's really going to help. Also, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So you may have been purging some healing, some emotions from the past because you're ready maybe for a new relationship. And that's why maybe things have been coming up, or you felt really just overwhelmed with life because things are coming up to heal, and so you can release them so that you can have someone new in your life. On the back of the deck, we've got healing family issues. So especially if you came from a broken home where love didn't work out, that might be, I'm personally myself, same. My mom and dad were divorced when I was 2. So I didn't really know what a mom and dad relationship, like a healthy wife and husband relationship looked like. But healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, or just any kind of, relationship dynamic from your ancestors and all of that. Whatever's going on in your family lineage with love or control or power, it's all coming up in you to be examined so that that cycle doesn't have to repeat, is what I'm hearing. So I hope that resonates for you, Nyaja. All right, so I did our collective reading. If anyone was wanting to donate and hasn't been able to yet, I'll give you a few moments to do that. Otherwise, I'm going to be signing off. So if you want a guaranteed reading, you can donate. And all of your lovely donations do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019. I'm still working hard to get her out of that camper. Oh, you're so welcome, Nyaja. That hit you. Oh, hopefully in a good way. But yeah, I'll give you guys a few minutes, and then I'm going to be signing off. Head on over this evening, here in about an hour and 15 minutes, over to Dr. Taryn P. Lupo's channel for some crystal lithomancy or crystal tarot. Very cool readings over there. It resonated a lot. Well, I'm glad, Nyaja, and thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure to see you here. All right. I don't know that anyone else has planned to donate, so I think that might be it for me today. Let me just double check no one else has donated. Nope. Last one came in 48 minutes ago, so we're good, I think. What am I wearing tonight? Is that aquamarine? Oh, this is angelite. Yeah, it's really cool. It's almost like an opaque looking stone. It's not a very hard stone, so I try not to wear this. I just got it. But I try not to wear it in the shower or the bath because it's not meant to be like in water for an extended period of time. But the properties, the benefits of this, I'm already feeling it, and I'm just like, yay. But this is what it took. I'll show you. Yeah, I don't shower in it for sure. Where is my other one? Here it is. It took my regular old lapis that I was wearing I wore this for 2 years, and then I lost it. I thought I lost it at the 21 Pilots concert, but I actually did lose it in my in-laws' driveway. Can't think. But it's not like broken, like the stone's fine. It's just this wire part here came loose or undone. And as a result, because I don't have the correct pliers to fix that, I'm like, let me just order something. And then I kind of just left it up to one of my guides, my friend John. He's like, you know what you should make or get is an angelite. And I'm like, what's that? Like, I didn't even really know that was a real stone. now I know, and here it is, and it's doing its thing. So I want to get actually a palm stone of this that I can just hold and sleep with too. Yes, Sandy can fix it. That's true. Sandy is a rock star with the jewelry and the crystals. I mean, it literally will just take this, bending it right down. We get a dark background, just bending that down. But I like an excuse to break my no by February to buy myself something. That was really hard. The very first day of February, I bought this. Or was it the last day of January? I don't remember. But I'm like, I'm not going to spend any money on myself in February. But then I did. I bought 2 things for myself in February, and you're seeing them both right now. All right. Yes, Sandy's channel's cool. She had an auction last night, but I did miss that. Yeah, I should make the broken one into a pendulum. That would be cool. Yeah, I'll have to figure out how to do that. I do it. Yeah, just Sandy is the channel. All one word, just like that. But yeah, she makes stuff on her channel, on her live. She has auctions. She's just a really cool, awesome lady all around. So it's fun energy. She's got a high vibe chat room too. Yeah, high vibe tribe over in her chat as well. All right, you guys, I think that's it. I don't see any more donations coming in. So I will be signing off, but go ahead and check in about an hour and 15 minutes from now. Dr. Lupo is going live. I've said that like 3 times now, so I'm a broken record. I'm going to go do some self-care, hang out with my dogs for a little bit, and I will see some of you over at Dr. Lupo's live possibly. And again, tomorrow I will be live for about 1 hour. That's my fast, quick show, 1 hour only. Tomorrow, rapid fire questions on Sunday, and that will be at 11 a.m. Mountain Time tomorrow. And then Monday on my actual other channel, which is the first link in the description there. If you are new here and like, what other channel? First link in my description is my other channel. That's where I do pick card readings and intuitive exercises. So it's always a fun time over there as well. And I will be posting 2 more videos over there. I can't remember what they were. I should. Man, my life just is like one video to another. I get mixed up and forget. Oh, it's Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda. You changed your name for your new journey. Awesome. Well, I like the name Shadow Woman. That sounds very cool. All right, you guys, I think that's it for me today. So I will check you later. But thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative Live or at my other channel, The Done Creative. I love you guys, and I will check you later.